Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, hey, welcome back. So guys, I know that it's been a while since I've done a sit down video, but I'm here, I'm back. I just haven't been feeling like, you know, when you just not feel like get up and just, you know, especially during the winter time, it is very depressing, I would say. I just don't want to go outside. I just want to get up, eat something, and I go back into my bed. So yeah, but now it's the springtime and spring makes me happy, and I am back, guys. So in today's video I will go through the process and the things needed in order to obtain a job in China as an ESL teacher. Quite a number of persons have come to my Instagram to ask me how they can get a job in China, what's the process like, and the agency that I use. I decided just to make this video to just give an overview of the process. This video is long overdue, so let's get into it. So first things first, the qualifications. So in order to get a job as an ESL teacher in China, you have to have a bachelor's degree or above. It does not matter what discipline your degree is in. It could be chemistry, it could be business, it could be dentistry. It doesn't matter as long as it is a bachelor's degree or above. The next thing, you have to be from a native English speaking country, because even though a lot of countries might speak English on a daily, they're not considered as native English speakers to teach English as a second language. So the government makes a list of all the countries that are considered native English speaking countries. Jamaica is on that list, gratefully. You will need to get a non-criminal record. I'm not sure about any other country and where you can obtain a non-criminal record or how you can obtain it, so I'll be speaking in respect to Jamaica. So you have to go to your local tax office and make a payment for your non-criminal record. So I had to take my receipt from the tax office down to the criminal records office in downtown Kingston on Duke Street. The next thing you will need to apply for a teaching job in China is you will need to get a TEFL. So a TEFL simply stands for Teach English as a Foreign Language. So you have to get this certificate. There are many different websites online that you can do the course. There are the one I use. I will link that down below so that if you need to, you can definitely use it. That one is definitely free. You just do the course, and then there is a test and exam at the end, and you just complete that. Once you pass the exam, you will then get your certificate emailed to you. But bear in mind, you need to have the physical copy. So you'll have to have the physical copy mailed to you, and for that you have to pay around 50 to 60 pounds, somewhere about there. I can't remember the exact amount, but around 50 to 60 pounds in order to have it mailed to you. But if you are already a teacher in Jamaica or whatever country you are in, and you have 2 years experience teaching, then you might not need to have a TEFL. Some schools still require for you to have a TEFL certificate, other school does not. If the school that offered you a job doesn't require you to have a TEFL certificate, once you have experience in teaching, then you'll be asked to send 2 references from your school. That is if your school does not still require you to have a TEFL certificate. One other document that you need, you have to do a health check to make sure that you are okay and you don't have any illnesses or anything that might affect anybody else in the population. A health check form will be sent to you also by your employee or your agent, so that you are able to use that form to go to the doctor and get all the tests done. Once you collect all your documents, then you will need to have them authenticated. So for your degree, you would have to make a photocopy and take it to the Ministry of Education to have it authenticated. For the TEFL, you also have to have it authenticated at the Ministry of Education. So all your educational documents, you will have to take them to the Ministry of Education to have them authenticated. Because the TEFL is from an international source, then most times it is required that you have it notarized. Well, when I was doing my application, I was told that I need to have the TEFL notarized. I went ahead and have mine notarized, but then some persons that were in the group who already went through the process and are in China said that it's not necessary. But I would say it's rather you be safe than sorry, or make sure to ask your employer if you will need to have it notarized, just to be on the safe side. So I had mine authenticated at the Ministry of Education and also notarized. You have your degree and your TEFL authenticated at the Ministry of Education in your country. Then the next step is to take it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So your degree, your TEFL certificate, and your non-criminal record is to be taken to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to be authenticated once more. Once you receive all those documents back from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, you will now need to take them to the Chinese embassy to be authenticated once more. So this is the process is it can be long. So I do suggest you try to get all your documents together to take them all at once to each location to be authenticated, instead of having to go there each time when you have one document ready. When you are taking these documents, all these documents, the degree, the TEFL certificate, and also your non-criminal record, to the Chinese embassy to be authenticated, you have to get a legalization form. This form can be found on the Chinese embassy's website. Make sure you print it before you go, because if you don't, you will have to go back to get it printed and come back. You do not pay once you take the documents in, you pay when you collect. And be sure to note that you have to pay by card or something check. I can't remember. My dunce, brain fart, freeze. Anyway, yeah. So once all those documents are authenticated by the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and then by the Chinese embassy, then you will need to send those off to the school that offered you a job, and then from their end they will take care of getting your permit, your work permit. They get the work permit, they'll have it sent to you by email or by WeChat, and then you are now able to take that permit along with your passport and all the documents that you had authenticated to the embassy, so you can apply for your Z visa. There are different visas that are available in getting into China, just like any other countries, but only a Z visa is one that you can work on. So make sure that you are applying and getting a Z visa. So once you apply for your Z visa and you get your visa, then you have 30 days. Sorry guys, I made a mistake. So correction, it is not 30 days, it's 90 days. The visa expires in 90 days after you receive it. Because once you get to China, then you will have to apply for a resident permit that allows you to stay the extended time of your contract in the country. And if you plan to stay more than a year, then each year you have to renew your resident permit. The agents I use is called the Ehizojie Firm. They are really good and I do recommend them. I'll leave their website down below so that you can check them out. And if not, there are tons of recruiters on LinkedIn that you are able to use. Just be mindful, but there are many recruiters on LinkedIn if you have a LinkedIn account that can also help to recruit you for a job. So that's the process for anyone who was asking, or for anyone who needs to know. I hope this video was informative. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe down below. Bye, lovelies.